that realest talk, no capping, no lies. Made it out the dark, now I'm reaching for the skies. Lost too much, so I'm moving with that fire. If I ever said I love you, just know that I'm a ride. Yeah, this that.
Welcome to the Realest Talk, where real stories meet raw voices. My name is Sarah, and this is Isaiah.
Hello.
Today's episode is going to be a special one or a different one. Today, I'm going to be interviewed, and he's going to be the interviewer today.
Yeah.
So, go ahead and take over.
Yep. So, today I'm going to be hosting, with a little co-host. But
special guest.
Special episode. For those that don't know, you want to start off with your name and, where are you from?
My name is Sarah. I'm not going to give my last name. I was born in Visalia. I'm from California. Born in Visalia. Yeah. Raised in like Dinuba, Sanger area.
Yeah. Shout out to Cali.
Yeah. Shout out to Cali for real.
But how's that like growing up over there? Like your childhood?
My childhood was very rough. I got picked on a lot and stuff like that. But my aunts and stuff, like Angela, actually, shout out to the Angela. She put a stop to it and made sure that I knew to stand up for myself. You know? So that happened, and then, and then after that, it was all good. It was all good. I met a friend. Her name was Sandra Maria, at the Dinuba Alamani trailer park, and I used to go spend the night over there all the time. But we used to go dancing. There's a club in Cali. It's called the Rainbow Ballroom. You could be any age. You could be any age and go club in there. Like, so we used to go all the time. But it was so fun. It was the funnest ever. But shout out to them because they were awesome. Their parents were awesome. All the brothers, they were awesome. But anyways, so it was cool. Yeah.
What about like more of like growing up into your teenage years? Like,
so my teenage years, I was that's when we like relocated to Sanger, and so I stayed with your mom across the street from Sanger Park for a long time. I stayed with your mom. Actually, I stayed with your mom a lot, but I stayed with her, and Angel was like a little guy, but we lived there for a little bit, and then I moved in with Grandpa Tiny, which was on 5th Street. That's when across from the railroad tracks. And so then that's where it all popped off. That was just where it jumped off at. That's when it all began. It was dope as hell living there. It was a time. It was a good time. Yeah. I met my best friend through walkie-talkies. Her and her brother, shout out to Bird and Frankie. We met through walkie-talkies one time. Grandpa was like, "Here, get out of my face." Give us a walkie-talkie. And we just started scanning through channels and caught them. And then they came and met us like at the corner of our street. And then ever since then, we've just been friends. We've been rocking since then. Yeah. Her family's hella cool too. So shout out to the Chavez family for sure.
Well, you said you grew up a lot with my mom. How's that like? Any cool memories you got there?
Well, she was more like, her and Grandma Martha were more like my mom than my mom. At the time, my mom wasn't, she was heartbroken, and the way she handled it was the way she felt she had to handle it. So she wasn't really a part of my life. Yeah. So it was like times where she would be there, but not really be there. You know what I'm saying? So like, a lot of tias raised me. So Tia Angela, I was with them a lot. Your mom, grandma, but it was fun. I mean, they loved me. They showed nothing but love, and all that stuff. So like, shout out to Tia Vicky and Tia Angela, and rest in peace, Grandma Martha, because like they loved me. Tia Josie, Uncle Rod, yeah.
But like, what about like, say like your older teenager years, like 18 and shit? Like,
okay, so I got pregnant. I got pregnant like on or around my 18th birthday. I don't think it was on. I think it was like around my 18th birthday. But like, I remember when I came home and when I found out, and then I came home, you guys were still living in Cali, staying at Grandpa's house. Yeah. And I came home and I told my mom and your mom was so happy. She was crying. She was so excited. And my mom was like, not having it. She was like, "No, don't do it." Like, she was freaking out. And my thought was like, what? Like, this is going to be the only person that's going to love me forever, for real. Like, forever. Like, this person's going to be my person. Like, no matter what I do, this person's gonna love me, because
Yeah.
like my mom is my mom and she did the things she did, but at the end of the day, I love my mom. Like
Yeah.
nobody will ever take my mom's place. Even if she never ever talked to me, she was still my mom. Like that will always live, within. So I knew that having him was gonna be a good thing for me.
Yeah.
And it was, you know what I'm saying? Like he changed. It was a good thing for all of us because after I had him, it was just like, didn't want to be there no more. Just thought about like what it was there. And if I wanted my son to grow up with the same, I'm not saying it's bad though, but like really there's a lot of gang, drugs and stuff like that. There's not very much you get out of California neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. I'm not talking shit because I love Cali. I love my teenage years, but I know anywhere you go, it's going to be like that. But there's more opportunities, more here and over there. It's like you see the same people every day. Everybody's in your mix. Like can't even wipe your ass wrong because everybody knows, But so to me, I was like, is this what I want for him? And it wasn't, so I moved and everybody came with me. You guys were here already. So then everybody came with me and then we've been here since. And like literally my brother Isaac is always telling my son, like it was because of you we're here. Like it's because of you. Like I got a job and I know my girl and I have kids because we moved here because of you, if your mom wouldn't have had you, we wouldn't be here. And that's factual. Like it's factual, so yeah.
That's what's up. You want to speak more about transitioning down here? Because obviously, when we were younger, we didn't get to, we didn't stay in Cali for very long.
You guys didn't at all. You guys moved when Mark was like.
We were probably like 3, maybe.
Yeah, 3, 4. Yeah, because the twins were little. They were little. Because I remember my friend Daisy, we used to take Moses and Destiny, you and Mark, we used to go to walking to the park or just walking around.
Yeah.
And my friend Daisy used to love Moses. She freaking loved Moses. Like she would carry him everywhere. And she was all skinny and little and he was all bigger than her. But Destiny too, and if I recall correctly, she named her daughter Destiny because when your mom named Destiny, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna name my daughter Destiny." And if I'm not wrong, I believe she ended up naming her daughter Destiny. So that was pretty dope. But you guys were super small when you guys came out here because the twins are like a year older than Elijah, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So we came up here when he was like 6 months old. We came up here, stayed with the Angela because they were up here already too. Stayed with the Angela and went to her sister's. I met the cutest guy in the world. I met my kid's dad, Johnny and Jenna's dad, and like. I don't know, swear to God. Since the first day I met her, you can ask Emily because she was there. And she was like my only friend. So like she was only 5, but it was funny. I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. And I was like, come on, Emily. She went with me to the bathroom. And I was like, telling my little sister, oh my gosh, did you see it? He's so cute. My sister was like, no. But since the first day, like I met Johnny, like I was like in love with that guy for real. Like I seen him and I was like, oh my gosh, starstruck. And still I can look at him to this day and be like, oh my gosh, he's so handsome. Like, I don't know. But I met him and then had Jenna like 2 years after, no wait, like a year and a couple months after. And then after that we had Johnny 2 years. So all my kids are 2 years apart.
Okay.
Yeah. So but when we met him and his family, it was an easy blend because little did we know that his mom used to kick it with your mom. Like all his family literally kicked it with our family. So everybody knew each other already. Like Vicky Lokes, that's what they called your mom. Like, and they called grandma, his Uncle Jesse or cousin Jesse used to call Grandma Martha, Grandma Cupcake or Muffin or something like that. I don't recall, but he knew all of them. Like they were all really close. She was best friends with Pico and all of them. So like we all blended. It was an easy blend. It was a trip because my mother-in-law was like, I know you. I know your mom. And she like pulled out a picture from like we were at a birthday party when I was little, and I knew it was my mom because my mom has a tattoo on her shoulder. Well, had a tattoo on her shoulder. Rest in peace, mom. It says jealousy or something like that on her back. So I was like, oh my god, that is my mom. Like, what the heck? But it was an easy blend. Easy blend. And we all like everybody loves everybody, you know. So it was like meant to be for real. And like I want to thank my mother-in-law for being the best ever mother-in-law. Like for real, like I was blessed. My mother-in-law is an amazing person. I seen her transition from, you know, transition into Christ, and regardless, she's a wonderful person. Like she's amazing. She's the person that if I need anything or need to talk to somebody, she's the person I talk to. Now, you know, grandma's not here and stuff, and she's the person that I go to, you know, if I have questions and she seems to always know, like when I need, I love you, mija, or like, how are you? You know, I'm getting emotional. She always texts me, like, and I'm like, how, like you always do. It's like perfect timing all the time. So shout out to mom, because you're the best ever. And I thank God for you every day and for your life, for real.
Shout out to Grandma Angie.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. She's awesome. I mean, you know that. She's an amazing person. She's loving. She's awesome.
Yeah.
My brother Isaac's son, when one time they came over here when she was here and we prayed, right? And we were all praying, and then he looked at her and he's all, "Are you God?" And like gave her a hug, big old hug, and like I was like, "Oh my gosh, what?" It was amazing. I don't know. You could just feel it. She reminds me of grandma, like of grandma for us. That's who she reminds me of. Yeah. So obviously, if I love grandma with all my heart, and she reminds me of grandma, you know, it just goes, But anyhow.
Well, you want to share some more memories about your kids?
Oh, yeah, sure, of course. So, well, let me tell you how many kids I have. I have 3 kids. Elijah, he's 21. Yeah. Jenna, she's 19. And Johnny, he's 17. So they're not really kids, but they're kids. And I'm a grandma. My grandson's 2 years old. Shout out to Nico. Elijah's funny. Elijah's always been the goofball, always been like the guy that's gonna make you laugh. Say something that's gonna make you laugh, or be like, "You are so damn dog. You're such a donkey," like my mom would say. But he's awesome. He loves everybody. He's just his own character, you know. Jenna, she's funny as heck, and she's not very shy. She's well, around other people she is, but you know, Jenna's very she aggressive. She runs her brother, so she's aggressive. Yeah, she runs her brother, so she's gonna run everybody. But you know, Jenna, she's awesome. She's very artistic. My son, he makes music. Sorry, I forgot to leave that out. I mean, I left that out. Makes music. He raps. We'll tag him on this. Later, but my daughter, she's very artistic. She likes to draw. She likes to do all that stuff. She likes what are they called? Stray Kids. She likes that K-pop stuff. K-pop. She's into that. When we actually took her for her birthday to their concert, her and your sister, we went. It was awesome. You should have seen their faces. They were like, "Oh my God." No, it was awesome. It was awesome because we were like, we're just gonna go out there. We're gonna go buy some merch from out there, you know, whatever. And then when we walked up to the gate, they were like, "What?" Like Jenna was freaking out. It was so awesome. And then your brother sent money to buy her merch while we were there. So it's awesome. Like the one thing I love about us as a family is like we're all in it for real. You know, like we might have issues or bump heads every now and again, but at the end of the day, it's all love, and you know we get over it because you know. But my youngest son, he's a gamer. And right now he's actually making, what do you call it? Making a live stream or what? No, on GTA. He's creating his own little.
He's creating his own server.
Yeah. So
stuff like that.
Him and his friend are doing that, which is awesome. So can't wait for that to come out. But yeah, he's a gamer all day long. That's what he does. He games and he likes to listen to music. So he loves rap. He likes J-Bo. So shout out to J-Bo. He likes my son Elijah, and he likes your music. You know, he REK, shout out to them because he bumps them a lot. So
REK. That's the
game. So yeah, they're awesome. All my kids are awesome. Little Johnny will give you the shirt off his back.
Oh yeah,
he loves everybody. he's his own person too. Like he's quiet. He'll stay away from everybody. He's not really like when family comes around, he just does his own thing. But he does love his family and he does think about them all the time. And and he's very loving and kind guy. Like for real, he's awesome. All my kids, I think they're all awesome. But I didn't raise them by myself. It took a village to raise them. We all pitched in a way, and I'm glad we did. So yeah.
You want to talk a little bit more about your grandson, Nico?
Oh, so he's a meaner to me. No, he's he's 2 years old. He reminds me of a little Tarzan, like the way he walks around with his long hair. His feet are all ginormous. Like he just reminds me of a little Tarzan, like the cartoon character. He's awesome. He's so cute. He's adorable. I prayed for that kid. I really did. I was going through like a depression and stuff like that. Really bad depression. It got really bad, and I would pray like for God to give me a baby, not for anybody else, but like to give me a baby. But he answered my prayer. I didn't get pregnant, but he gave me what I asked for. He gave us a baby, and I think it's awesome. My son is an awesome dad, and my grandson's kind of like to everybody, not just to me, but to everybody, which is okay because then he's not comfortable with strangers. But all that matters is that he loves his mommy and his daddy, and that's it. And his Nina, because he loves his Nina. But he's awesome. He's funny. He's it's funny. He loves to dance. Like I watch him and I think to myself, like, oh my gosh, if my mom was here, she would freaking be so in love with this kid. Like him dancing and all that. Like that would be the best thing in the world for her to see, So, but he's awesome. He's awesome.
That's what's up.
He's getting big too fast.
They always grow fast.
Yeah, they're getting big fast. Yeah.
But do you have any like family memories you want to share? Like maybe some parties or some special parties you went to when you're growing up or whatever.
We'll talk about my 18th party because oh my gosh, that was off the chain. Your dad, you guys hadn't moved yet, and the whole hood was there. So we lived. It was like double G's, and then the railroad tracks, and then right when you get over the railroad tracks, we're like 2 blocks away from there on the main street on 5th Street. The whole hood was there. I promise you. It was like the best party ever. But before the party started, your dad and my mom were talking so much crap. They're like, oh, we're going to drink you guys under the table, blah, blah, blah. We had kegs. We were doing keg stands. It was like awesome. Your dad was the first one to be throwing up in the hall. He threw up in the hallway because there was people in the bathroom. But we drank until like 10 o'clock the next day, just drinking until all the alcohol was gone. It was pretty dope. It was fun. It was so fun. It was like the best. I loved it. I went to a lot of parties, but we don't want to talk about this.
Oh snap. Let's talk about like maybe some memories with my older brother Angel.
Oh, okay. Well, that little big guy, he was like my kid.
Yeah.
I lived with you guys. I lived with your mom. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I lived with your mom like almost like my whole life, like literally. When she got her own place, I didn't even move in with my mom because they got a place in the same apartment complex, but it was across the way towards the back. But I didn't live with my mom and dad, my stepdad. I didn't live there. I lived with your mom, so I had like my own room and stuff like that. And I used to wipe that kid's ass.
Yeah.
He was funny. He was a little cute. He used to walk around singing, "Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out." He used to sing that song. He was awesome. He was an awesome guy. He was loving. He loved everybody. Everybody had their own relationship with him. He was awesome. You guys moved, and I remember your mom. She told me that she used to threaten him like, "I'm gonna call Tia Sarah if you don't behave." But he's like, "No," but not because I don't think I was mean to you guys. I don't even remember, but because your mom used to tell me, "Oh, when you have your kids, I feel sorry for your kids when you have your kids." But I don't think I was mean to you guys. I just disciplined you guys, made sure you guys listened, like sit down and like sat you down and made sure you sat down. So I wasn't mean to you guys. Like I didn't beat you guys or nothing, but. She would always tell me that, but like I guess after I had my kids, she was like, "Nah, you're a little softy," but I don't think I was. I think I would discipline my kids too. But yeah, and then one memory I have was actually the last time I got to spend with him was 4th of July. We went out to Ocean Shores. And was it Ocean Shores? No, Forks. We went to Forks, and we were going for 4th of July. My mother-in-law invited us, and we ended up inviting Angel and Darlena and the baby, and so we all stayed at a hotel and stuff like that. And there was the 4th of July parade and stuff, and then after that we went to like where they recorded the movie. I think it was where they recorded the movie. What is it?
Twilight?
Yeah. You know the big old mountain where they jump off?
Jumping,
Yeah. I think that it's that spot. I believe that's what everybody was saying. But anyways, we went there and they were letting off fireworks. We were on the beach. Like literally it was like on the beach. It was like a movie. I promise you it was like a movie, like something you would see in a movie or in a commercial. Like it was crazy. That's how I remember it. Like something like so surreal because I hold that memory with me. But I remember we were there and all the fireworks were going off and we're standing in the sand. It was me. I'm sorry. It was me, your brother, Darlena, and Johnny. Everybody, we were all there. And there's all kinds of people there. And fireworks are going up in the air. And like you can feel the ashes and like they're still coming down, like lit up a little bit. And I just remember looking at Angel and like the biggest smile on his face. Like he was like, this shit is so awesome, cousin. He's like, oh my God, it's so badass. Like, but the look on his face, it was like priceless. Yeah. You know, like it was priceless. And then it was just like, and now like I hold that last memory with him. Like it just knowing that he enjoyed himself there, you know, and so it was awesome. It was freaking awesome. Yeah. Everything worked out for a reason that way, you know? Yeah. But yeah.
Well, we've been through a lot of losses in our life. I lost my brother and my pops, and then not too later after we lost Tia Josie, and then
my mom,
and then grandma. You want to talk about
too many
talk about that, and how you dealt with it a little bit, or still dealing with it, or how it affected you in any way?
It was hard. It was hard. It was like it was numbing and it was hard at the same time. Yeah. The one that really like took a toll on me was grandma. Yeah. Like I promise you, like I don't know if anybody believes me, but I promise you, like my days don't even feel the same anymore. Like I feel like every day's a dream. Like sometimes like I don't even remember what I did the day before. Like, and it's been like that since she's passed. Like I promise you, like it's just my days are just not the same. Like I don't feel like complete anymore. Like for real. Like I don't know. I can't explain. I'm gonna freaking cry my eyes out. But no, that was a hard one for me. Really hard because like I said, she raised me. Like it was me and her. I was the only child for like 9 years. Your mom didn't have kids for like a long time after that too. So like it was me, and then Isaac was born like 9 years later, which I was very happy for because I hated being by myself. And so when I found out Isaac was going to be born, I was so happy. I was like, I'm going to take care of this guy. Like, I'm going to love him. Like, this is my brother. But anyhow, so, yeah, it was me and Grandma for a long time. She was like my best friend. Like, she went everywhere with me. She went on my field trips. She went with me for my 8th grade graduation to our field trip for the 8th grade graduation. We went to Six Flags. She drove us, me and some friends there. With the school, she was a chaperone. She dressed me just like her, like exactly to the T. We dressed exactly the same. Yeah. Like she was like, for real, she was like my best friend. She used to take me to go, like we'd have girl days and stuff like that when I was younger. Just she always knew when something was wrong. I could walk in with the biggest smile on my face. Yeah. Nobody will know nothing, but she would know. Like she'd just look at me in my eyes and just be like, "What's wrong?" Yeah. Like nothing, Grandma. She just would ask me again, and then I just break down and cry because like she always knew. But when she passed, the day she passed, she came to say goodbye to me, and I know that's kind of hard to believe, but she really did. I was in my room. I was freaking losing my mind.
Yeah.
I was screaming. I was like losing my mind. Like, and I tried to prepare myself for that day. Almost my whole life, I feel like, because like even when I was little, I used to think like when she'd be asleep, I used to think lay next to her and just think like, whoa, like what, like who's gonna love me?
Yeah.
If something happens to her, who's gonna love me? You know,
Yeah.
like who's gonna really love me, like for real. And since I was little, I always thought like that. But anyhow, yeah, the day she passed away was like,
No.
it was like the worst day in the world for me. Well,
Yeah.
for all of us, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be selfish and say it like that, but anyways, I was in the room, I was crying and crying. Nino had said that they were going to the hospital. The doctor called or something like that.
Wow.
I was crying. I was laying on my bed, and we had like a broken TV that Johnny hadn't tossed out yet. And it
Yeah.
was like leaning against the wall, and I was like facing it. My head was in my arms.
Yeah.
But when I looked up, she was like standing behind me at my feet, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't say nothing. Tears were just flowing down my eyes. Johnny's sitting right there, but I'm like, I see her, and she looked like, I don't know if you've seen pictures of her when she was younger, and like she was like a little chunky, and she had like her hair was like up to right here. It was like
Yeah.
a light dirty, like a light brown color, and it was like healthy, and she was like filled in, and she used to wear the muumuus, like the dresses, and like that's how she looked, like in like young like that. And I remember just looking at her, and then she just looked at me, and she just nodded her head, and then she was gone. And the moment she disappeared, Nino Tiny texted me and said, Mija, she's gone. Like, I swear, like the moment she disappeared, like he told me, and I was like
Yeah.
freaking out. Like, and then she said bye. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, sorry. For me, it was more like we weren't even there with her. Like, she was
Yeah.
by herself. Like, we don't even know if she heard what was going on, you know, like what they
Yeah.
were talking about around her, or like we don't even know what actually happened to her. Like, we
Yeah.
don't know if she wasn't doing good or not because we weren't there with her. Like, how
Yeah.
do we know that, you know, it was done on purpose? Because that's,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know nothing. And for her to be by herself when she was there for everybody our whole lives, like everybody, her brother's kids, like all of them, she raised all of them, you know.
Yeah.
And then for her to be by herself on her last days, you
Yeah.
know, like that was killing me alone all on its own.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it was hard. That was really hard. And I, honest to God, like my life hasn't been the same since. Like, I promise
Yeah.
you. Like, I just feel numb to everything. Don't really cry too much anymore. Like,
Yeah.
like really, except now that, because I'm talking about her, but like literally, I don't really cry much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have emotion. Like, I'm just like numb
Yeah.
to a lot, you know? So yeah, that's been a hard one, but you know, I know grandma and grandma's mind, her faith that she had in God, whatever God decided was on him, and she
Yeah.
accepted it, and she always thought that way. So that's, you know, I just have to suck it up and just keep thinking that way, you know.
Yeah.
She was content with whatever God chose was her, that it was, you know, her outcome. I have to be okay with that because
Yeah.
she was, you know. So yeah, that was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's kind of like your outlet to like kind of deal with like loss and stuff like that? Because you know us and like me and maybe like your son Elijah, we talk through music,
yeah.
and you know we like to get some certain words out. You know?
I listen to music. I like to listen to music. So like days when I'm missing them or something, like I'll listen to it. So let me bring it back. So when I was younger,
Yeah.
grandma moved from like, she lived in Orosi. She moved from like Dinuba or wherever to Pittsburgh, California, to go move with my uncle Larry and my tia Lisa,
Yeah.
to go help them take care of the kids. My cousin Amber, Adrian, and oh my gosh, my mind is at a blank right now. Chris, oh my gosh. And so she went, and so like I had never had a holiday or nothing without her. You guys weren't even born yet. I had never had a holiday or nothing without her or anything. And I remember like it was like the worst for me. The first Thanksgiving that came around was like the worst. I cried and I cried and I cried. And then actually, I wish I would have brought it with me. Your mom gave me some stuff when grandma passed away, and it was a letter that I wrote to grandma around Christmas time when she lived in Pittsburgh. And I was little because you should see my handwriting and the way it's everything is written and stuff like that. And I'm
That's
like,
cool.
and it's so like, I was awesome to be able to, I was like surprised when I was like,
Yeah,
but everything I used to write poems and stuff like that for her and for my mom for like Mother's Day and stuff like that. And they kept them all, like they had all that stuff. So like, anywho, she used to come pick me up on the train every summer. So like the first day of summer, she'd come and she'd be there waiting for me, and I'd get out of school, and then I'd be already packed, and then we'd jump. We didn't even stay like a day or two like there or nothing. She would come get me. We'd go straight to the Amtrak station. We'd get on the train and we'd go all the way to Pittsburgh, and I would spend the whole summer there with her and my cousins and my tío and my tía. It was the best ever. Every day we'd get up early. She'd have already packed lunch, like an ice chest with like sandwich stuff and drinks and stuff. And we'd go straight to the beach, and we'd just be out there all day. Like all day we were at the beach, like all day long, all day. And then like dinner time would come around, we'd go home, take showers, eat dinner, and then we all pass out. But it was like the best. It was awesome. We used to go to tournaments. My cousins would have baseball tournaments and stuff like that. So we used to travel and stuff. We went camping a couple times with them. It was awesome. Awesome memories. So shout out to the Herds, Lisa, Uncle Larry. I keep looking at the bottom phone instead of looking over there. But shout out to all of them. For reals, I had a lot of good memories with them. But on the train, she used to listen to Patty Loveless. I don't know if you know who that is.
No,
she's an old country singer. Her name's Patty Loveless. Cool. When she passed, shout out for real, because I used to listen. I don't know what it was, but the song, how does it go? Anyways, in the song, Patty Loveless is talking about like how she in her life, how she goes through like she said like her marriage, like she's sitting on her bed and she's going through a divorce, right? And her husband walks out of the house and she's like, "Oh, how do I say goodbye?" Or how does it go? Anyway, she's talking about like how she calls her mom every time and she talks to her mom and she's like crying, and her mom's like telling her, no, from the child actually. And they're moving, and her best friend, she's leaving and they're moving, and she's waving to her best friend and she's crying like, and so her mom talks her through it, like every ending of something, so like she goes from her childhood when she leaves her best friend, and then she goes like then the next one is like when she's getting divorced from her husband, and then the next one is like when her mom's I'm sorry when her mom's like passing, and her mom's like it's like tells her the same thing she told her when they were moving, and like it's okay, like I can't think of the song, but I'll show it to you later. Anyways, that song after grandma passed away, like when I miss my grandma, when I miss her, that's the song I listen to, because that would be something grandma would do. She would be like, it's okay, like it's time, things change, so times change. It's okay for change, you mature in life, and this is what happens, so that's something that I listen to a lot. Music is my outlet, or I used to write poems a lot. A lot. I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't done a lot of stuff, like I said, since grandma passed away. A lot of stuff has stopped for me. I don't, and it's crazy because I don't talk to really nobody about it. I get really depressed sometimes, but I don't talk to nobody about it, just because I just feel like I don't want to bring nobody down, like down that road. But anyways, but grandma was an awesome person. She's, very faithful in God, and she was an amazing person all the way around.
Shout out to grandma.
Shout out to grandma.
Shout out to family.
Yep, Grandma Martha for sure. Also, let me tell you about another person that's special in my life, but she's still here. Thank God. Thank God for that. But Jacqueline Alejo, she was like my sister, like my best friend for real growing up. Nobody knew she was my tia when we were teenagers. They all thought she was my sister. So I remember one time she said she was at Double G's, and she one of the homeboys was like, "Hey, where's your sister at?" They were talking about me, but she's not my sister, so automatically she thought my mom. And she was like, she's at home. Like what? And then she's like, and then it dawned to me like they're talking about you. She's like, she was like, it was so funny. But no, me and her had awesome times together. She's an amazing person. Shout out to Jackie, and Alice and Abigail and all of them, Grandma Marcy, Uncle Chris. Ace, everybody. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to Jackie. All her kids are big now.
Yeah, no, for real, they're all big now. Yeah. So what? Thea Jackie's doing good. She went to college, got all she's doing her damn thing. She's always been a smart person though.
That's fine.
But like, I love her for real.
You have another good memory you want to share about her?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. So one time we were kicking it at my homeboy's house. Shout out to Miggs and Nanito and all the homies from over there. But we were at Miggs's house, and when we used to go party over there, their dad used to always cook. His dad, Miggs's dad, Miggs and his dad would cook like bomb food. And so anyways, he had to pull a dough by his back. And so we was like, there's a couple heads in there. Me and Jackie was in there. I didn't remember this for a long time until like she kept trying to tell me, and I was like, I don't remember that. And then one day, like she was already back in Cali and I was here. And then one day just like, boom, it came back. And I was like, oh my gosh, I do remember. So one time we were in the pool, she was like, you were over here talking about, I'm a good swimmer. It was dark time, right? We're in the pool. And I'm like, swimming, boom, run into the damn wall of the pool. It was so funny. She said we was like, but I remembered like years after she tried to remind me, but that just popped up. But we grew like after you guys, or right before you guys moved to Washington, I moved in with Grandpa Tiny and Grandma Marcy and Thea Jackie, and it was just them at the house. So me and Jackie shared a room and stuff like that. So we spent a lot of time together, and got really close. And I love her with all my heart. Yeah, like love her. Like she's more of a sister to me than she is my aunt. And
that's dope.
But I love her so much. Yeah. She means the whole wide world to me for real. I love her. I just wanted to shout her out real quick. Sorry, my bad.
No, you're good. Well, let's get into like our like last question. Let's talk about like the Realest Talk. What are your what's your thoughts on it? Like, what made you want to start getting into this?
Okay, so at first I wanted to write a book, right? Telling my life story. I always wanted to do that. Like I've always wanted to write a book about my life story. And then I always thought, well, maybe it'll turn into a movie because like they do that, it happens. And I gone through a lot of stuff in my life, and stuff like that. So, but then, podcasting started. And then I thought like, what's the best way to do it? Yeah. And not just me to tell my story, but let other people tell their story, like family, friends of family or whoever that has something to say or like, has lived one way. And like, for instance, my mother-in-law, I would love for her to be a guest here because she transitioned from one lifestyle to another. And, that alone is a good story for people to hear, to tell, you know what I'm saying? So I just thought what best way to do that rather than for us ourselves, tell our own stories, real raw, like with our own voices. So then people get the depth of it, so why not do that? So that's what made me want to start it. And then I just kept dreaming it. And it was a thought for like 2 years. It was just a thought, like, I want to do it. I kept saying, I want to do this. I want to do this. I really honestly wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not. But, like I said, I kept dreaming about it. And I just thought like, this is something I got to do. And, my homegirl, she was like, my homegirl Bird, she was like, when I told her about it and I actually recorded our first one, she was like, damn, she's like, that's crazy. She's like, you're actually living your dream. Like you're making your dreams come true. Yeah. And I didn't like, honestly, like obviously that's true, but it didn't sit in my mind like that until she said it. And then like, I was like, I am like, what? Like for real, like really, like I'm that's living, fine. Like I'm doing it. Like, and she's like, that's how dope. So like, I went not too long ago to Cali and like, my homeboys were saying the same thing. They're like, dude, that's dope. Like that's so dope. Like we're so like, this is awesome for you. Like, so it's going to be an experience. I don't plan on giving up anytime soon. Yeah. I know we don't get much views and much subscribers now, but you can't give up, like,
gotta keep going.
Yeah. You got to keep pushing, you know what I'm saying? Like eventually we'll get seen eventually, so Yeah. And as long as it's not even about being seen, it's about people being able to tell their story, be able to get things off their chest, you know. So that alone on its own is also another reason why, because I feel like we all deserve to tell our story. You know, we all deserve to be heard, and there's people that need to hear it. You know, people that our story might just be that thing that they need to hear, you know, and be like, well, you know what, they got through that kind of stuff, so can I, you know, like they're dealing with that kind of stuff, me too. So like, you know, that's something that too, when we, you know, with the audience, like they can engage with us, like, you know, like tell us, like maybe they want to reach out and us tell their story for them, or, you know, let us know how they might, you know, have something in common with it, or how ask us a question and we'll answer it back to them, you know. So like most definitely interactions is it would be great for us. So you know, I mean, there's no better way to do it.
All right, heck yeah. But before we get out of here, let's talk about maybe some goals. Like what are like some short term, long term goals for yourself?
My long term goal is to make this, you know, get somewhere, be successful in this. My short term is just, well, no, you know, my long term also is for my family to stay strong. You know what I'm saying? Like for us to stay together, to stay strong, be healthy, you know,
100%.
Support each other all the way. And my short would be just to get through this, you know, keep it pushing through this, through these times, because you know it does get like you look at the views and you're like, you know, stuff like that, and sometimes you're like, am I, like, do I really want to do this? Like, am I gonna, like, is it even, you know? But at the end of the day, like I said, it's not even about that. It's just about being able to do this, to be able to talk or give people a platform to talk. So just to keep it pushing for me, you know, I was like, I just need to keep that. Keep the drive going, you know, like for real, because and people I've come into contact with, they're like, man, I want to be on your show, like I want to be on your show. So that alone inspires me to continue to want to do it, because like, oh man, I want to come on your show, I want to tell my story, you know. So like that alone is like, I feel like, okay, we're doing something. You know, so it's awesome. That'd be my
that's dope. Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much it for today. You want to go ahead and hit us out with an outro?
Thank you for joining us today on the Realest Talk. Again, my name is Sarah. This is Isaiah. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe, like, follow, and don't forget to comment. Thank you.
Real niggas in my circle, we stay laced up. Got the game from the old heads, you can't play with us. Baby, yeah, you with a shell catcher trying to face something. If feel some type of way, brody, come and say something.